It's been 2 years since we checked out what's in my Gadget Backpack, so let's see what's inside. And it's crazy to think about, but this is officially the 10th installment of this series, and we're back with a familiar backpack, but it's been upgraded as well as everything else inside. This is the UrAvgConsumer Pro. Now, I fell in love with the UrAvgConsumer about like 10 years ago, and they finally went ahead and upgraded it. This is one of my favorite backpacks of all time. They're on the bigger side, but they have all of the compartments you could possibly want to carry your gadgets, and it is such a well thought out design, and they made some nice changes here. Now, my favorite thing about this backpack is the compartments, right? And check it out, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and it's now the UrAvgConsumer Pro has 23 compartments, which is absolutely insane. But I think even crazier is that I probably filled all of them. So in the very first one, in the back, we've got the laptop compartment, which holds my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now, what's nice about the compartment that it's in is that it's a dedicated laptop compartment, right? But it's got this thing inside, it's like a flap that keeps it from hitting the actual bottom of the backpack. So basically, once it's inside, you just pop it down and you're not gonna have to really worry about it hitting table or anything. It gets to that flap first. So, you know, a little protection for your investment. And there's actually a lot going on this laptop right now. You know, it's a MacBook, you guys know that. Now, what I have around it, these are some kickstands from Alumu. I can use it the standard way, but I can also kick these out, and now I can have it propped up. So this is nice, especially on the go, if you wanna have like your laptop propped up, and then you can actually type and do all the stuff you need to do without any external pieces to add to the laptop. So yeah, I absolutely love having these, and they're just super satisfying to open up. Now, I know you guys are wondering, Judd, what the heck are these? These right here are the Rolling Square Edge Pro, and let me show you what they do. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for a second, and then we'll go into the next compartment. This is the main compartment where I've got a lot going on, but let's take these to the side first, get to the back. And over here, I've got my iPad. So this is the new iPad Pro, the 13-inch M4 version, and I'm using Apple's Magic Keyboard. Now, the M4 iPad Pro is an absolute monster. We actually did a video where we replaced all of the tech that we've got, or at least I did, and only used this for an entire day. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked down below. It's kind of crazy. This is actually a useful addition to what we've got over here. So with the use of magnets, you can pop these out, and then I can just attach this, and I've basically got a dual monitor setup. You guys saw how quick that was. And what's nice is there's a feature on the MacBook called Sidecar. And with that feature, you basically extend the monitor, they can work together, and it just makes it like a really nice setup, considering how thin and light the new iPad Pro is. Now, I've also got this guy up here, the Apple Pencil Pro. It's got some really nice additional features, but one thing I gotta mention is this thing from Paperlike. There's this iPad Pencil grip, which is really, really nice for signing documents. And Paperlike was actually cool enough to sponsor today's video. And they sent me over their new Paperlike screen protector, which is kind of mind-blowing. So check it out. I've got it right here on my previous iPad Pro, and this screen protector gives it like a nice matte-like finish. But what's crazy here is that it's made with this micro bead technology. It's called like nanodots. And with this, when you're using your Apple Pencil, it feels like you're actually writing on paper. When you're writing on something like this, you get that friction that you normally feel between a pen and paper, and it makes it feel a lot more realistic. So if you guys wanna get your hands on it, definitely check the links down below. Chances are, if you're with somebody who wants to pick up an Apple Pencil, you're gonna wanna get a screen protector like this. So MacBook, iPad, now let's go through everything else. These guys, these are the headphones I've been rocking lately. These are the Sony Alt headphones. Now, this is a new line, but basically it's their extra bass line, and these are just the current king of bass when it comes to headphones. Sony went nuts with these, and they're not as crazy looking as the extra bass headphones of the past. So I've been rocking out with these a lot. If you want to see my full review and full thoughts on it, I'll have a link down below, but these, I love these. Now, I also tend to jump back and forth a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. So sometimes it's a toss up between whether I'll go with these or if I go with the AirPods Max. These are the Granite AirPods Max that Colorware put together. Absolutely insane. This is like the Imperial version. but it's got like this texture to it that makes it feel like it's actual granite. Actually, that's something similar with the AirPods Pro over here. Colorware does insane things. I'll have that link down below as well. Everything in this video will be linked down below or embedded in this video. Now, moving on, we also have, not the tech survival kit, but what is this? My tech pouch. Pretty much the same premise as the tech survival kit. If I forgot anything and it's not in my backpack, I know I can count on this to have a backup for it. Now, you guys know me, you know I gotta have a handheld, and this is what I've been rocking lately. This is the ROG Ally, and this thing is just absolutely insane. Now, if you guys have seen my previous Gadget Backpack videos, you might have seen that I would sometimes walk around with 2 laptops, a MacBook for work, and something Windows, which was more of like play, because there's always a gaming laptop. Now I don't have to walk around with a giant laptop unless I want to, because I've got this. So this is basically a Windows PC in the form of a handheld gaming system so that you can play all of the PC games on the go. And for me, that's always been the barrier. Like, I could never really sit down in front of a PC and spend hours gaming. I don't know how people do it playing on the PC. I can't. But I can do that now in bed with the Ally. But yeah, this thing is great though, because it does have a built-in kickstand and it feels super comfortable to use. And with this guy covering the screen, it makes throwing it into my backpack not a concern whatsoever. Now, your boy is growing up a little bit because I don't just stuff the backpack with multiple versions of, you know, all the things I got anymore. Because the old me would have had the AirPods Max, this, my Nintendo Switch over here that I sometimes take around. Like, I'll swap between the two. So sometimes I'll bust out this guy. It all depends on the game I'm trying to play while I'm out. But I just want to take a second to say, you know, Judd's grown up and I'm not carrying an almost 40-pound backpack to the airport anymore.
Okay, you're getting old, you can't carry those.
Oh, Jay, why'd you have to go there? Now, I've got a bunch of stuff up front, right? So Spud's microfiber cloth, you guys know me, always gotta have a microfiber. Oh, so what's nice about this backpack too, you see all these compartments? It makes no sense. But they've also got like these cool labels to let you know where you can put your tech. Something I've always enjoyed about the OGO backpacks. I don't have my AirPods in here because I like to have quick access to my AirPods. I pop them in and out frequently, but I do keep the earbuds that I use for my Ally. They're also from ASUS. They're cool looking. They're gaming earbuds. Nothing super special, but I like that they have RGB, and I just keep them around to work with this guy. Of course, pen and pencil. You never know when you might need to write something these days. But I also have my external storage. So this right here is a Satechi SSD enclosure. For my regular folk out there, you can buy the actual SSD, like the actual storage, but you need to put it in something to connect it to, like, you know, your laptop or iPad, whatever it may be. And with this Satechi enclosure, get some really fast speeds, super convenient, matches the aesthetic that we've got going on over here. Only thing I'm not crazy about is the thermals. I haven't found a great thermal solution for these kind of SSDs that also have really fast read and write speeds. So if any of you guys watching have some suggestions, I'm taking them. Yeah. I tried putting a heatsink on it, can't fit. It sucks. And in case this thing ever gets hot and explodes on me or something, I have a backup with my Samsung T9, 4 terabytes as well. And I got an oldie but goodie over here. This thing has been around for a really long time. I don't even know why do I still use this? You've got it in yours too, right?
No, you give it to me. So
there you go. I mean, you never know when you're gonna use a product with an old USB-A port. So I always keep this around, you know, just in case. Now the zip compartment over here, I just keep a ton of cables. And really quick call out to some of the cables that I found that I really enjoyed over the years. This guy from Apple, I didn't even know they made this until Ari pointed it out to me. They make like this really thick USB-C to C cable. This can charge up to 240 watts. I definitely recommend this as a charging cable. And as a data cable, I like this one from Satechi. It's also very rugged, thick. It's a Thunderbolt 4 cable. And oh, I don't have my other cable with the screens. That's actually kind of surprising. I'll include a link to it down below. I've been really enjoying having cables with a screen so that you know your device is charging, just in case, you know, you plug it in. Sometimes you walk away thinking, yeah, it's charging. You come back and it wasn't charging the whole time. If you see the numbers going up on that screen, you know you're good. Now, there's also another compartment behind this front one. And over here, oh, I got another SSD. Judge growing up. Oh, that's to carry my game. This has more games on it, so I can play it on the ROG Ally, or maybe if I have like a gaming laptop with me, I have like, I think 2 terabytes of storage in here. So it's basically my Steam gaming library all on this guy. Some extra microfiber cloths. I like to keep my stuff clean. Judge growing up. And in this portable charger compartment over here, I've got this guy from Anker. This is their MagGo power bank, 10,000 milliamp hours. What's nice about this is that it has MagSafe, and also has a screen on the side to let you know how much juice it's got left. It also has a kickstand, so you can use your phone like this. And if you just want to have it on your desk, you can also use it for the standby feature as well. So I like having that thing around. It's like everything you wanted Apple's MagSafe charger to be. Now we also have another tablet over here. This is the Remarkable 2. This is where I take all of my notes, anything I need to jot down, anything I'm thinking of, I do it on this. And the last thing I've got in this section, this is a spot for your phone. I'm not putting my phone in my backpack. So I've got this guy, the DJI mic. This is a really, really nice system. This is the first version. This is a nice system for attaching to your camera or even your smartphone if you want to have like a really nice lav system. So we've got the second one over here, but we had this one and I figured I'll just take this thing on the go with me in case I need to, shoot some really nice quality stories or anything on the go. I know I have really good audio with me at all times, so this thing is super clutch. And while we're talking about DJI, we are done with these 2 compartments over here. And I've also got the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. We've actually used this quite a bit for our own YouTube videos on the go. So you can use this thing as a vlogging camera. It's on a gimbal, so you get really smooth, steady shots. And if you want vertical video, all you have to do is do that, continue, and boom. You're shooting vertical, really, really flexible, and it works with the mic system. It all just works well together. But yeah, I keep this thing with me depending on the kind of content I need to shoot. So having this thing as a camera is really nice. Speaking of cameras, in the hard shell compartment over here, I got this guy. So this is the Fujifilm X100VI. I just started messing around with it. I got my hands on it. I wanted to see why it was so popular. I kind of get it. These days, I take a lot of pictures of my family. Some of the shots that I'm able to get with this, I really like. It's different. So yeah, this is like content capture. Oh, hold on. The last thing. So I got my sunglasses over here. These are the Ray-Ban Metas. This is also good for content capture. So for those of you who aren't familiar, these are a pair of sunglasses that also has a built-in camera, microphones. This is actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. I took this on a family vacation and got surprisingly good footage out of it. And it's also just nice to be able to listen to music or take a call from these and not have people really hear what's going on. It's surprising that you can't because they're speakers, right? But yeah, these are solid, and it's surprising how good the quality of the pictures are, and just being able to listen to music while not blocking up your ears is also clutch. Are we done?
Are we?
No, you know we're not. So over here on this side, and it's just a bunch of charging options that I have. So I do have like my batteries for the Fujifilm over here, but I also have Anker's chargers. So this is like their whole lineup. Why do I bring all of them around with me? Judge growing up. Listen, you can't knock old habits that quickly, all right? But depending on what I need to get charged up, I bust out different ones. And in the same vein, while we are talking about charging, I also have, so what, I had that portable charger. I also have this portable charger. This is from Momax. It is a really high quality charger. It feels like it's solid. This is actual metal. So it's a MagSafe charger, so you can throw your phone right on here and have it charge up. You also have a spot for your Apple Watch. And under this metal door, you have a spot for AirPods. And you have a USB-C over here. You can charge up to like 4 different devices at once. What kills me about this thing though, every time I try to get it to start charging, I feel like I'm fumbling with the button, like pressing it a bunch of times, holding it. It's a bit of a mess sometimes, and I don't like that part about it. But from a functionality perspective, it's an awesome charger. Now, the last thing I have in here is, Oh man, all the redundancy is happening now. So this is pretty similar to what we've got going on over here, but this is all about wireless charging. It's not a portable charger. It's basically a wireless charging stand. So you can charge your phone over here. It also has the Apple Watch charger, AirPods charger over here. So if I'm ever at like a desk, but more so if I'm at like a hotel or something, I'll bust this thing out before bed and let all of my things charge overnight. All right, now the last compartment is over here. This is actually supposed to be for like a water bottle. Not with me. So over here, I've got my MiU Mini Plus. So if I feel like playing some old school retro games, I can bust out this guy. Like right now, I got Bloody Roar 2 playing. This is from the PlayStation. So if you're into emulators, this is actually super cool because you can play a ton of retro games on here. So if you're like an 80s baby, a 90s baby or something, and you wanna have some nostalgia, grab one of these. Trust me, you're not gonna look back. This thing is sick. But yeah, I have that instead of water. And last but not least, a mouse. The MX Master 3S works with all three of those devices over there. With the press of a button, I can switch between all three of them. Whew. I actually used this whole long table. Everything's gonna be linked down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.